Hello guys and welcome here to the Carvana Wild Card Series. This is race number 18 here today from the Barber Motorsports Park, a 2.9 mile road course in the state of Alabama. Just to think we'll be back here in a few races when we race at Talladega. But today we run a road course and it's an elimination race for 4 drivers in the playoffs today. I'm Brian James here to bring it all to you. Mitchell Collins, he was your regular season champ. He has struggled in the playoffs so far. Had a very bad finish over at Gateway. He will start from the pole. To his outside will be that 00. I believe that's Anthony Lopez. Yeah, so it has been a wild playoff so far. Miguel Zapata and Mike Irwin have both locked themselves into the round of 8. That's a definitive. We know they're in. There's 6 other spots available. And again, I remind you, this is not the only championship that's up for grabs right now as we take a look at your road course championship standings. Keep in mind, Mitchell Collins is battling for this right now. So a win here today could really put him at a big advantage. It'll solidify a tiebreaker for him when we head to Dakota if he wins today. Because obviously no one's going to get to 3 wins on a road course at that point. But 3 out of 9 races would be something. It would be a major accomplishment for this team, not to mention moving on to the next round and really expanding upon that lead. We'll see if they're able to do so today. Obviously, there are 10 others looking to advance to the round of 8. And the question is, will they be able to do it today? Will someone pull off an upset these playoff drivers? We're just moments away from finding out, as this is the Carvana Wildcard Series playoffs here on GCN. Roll the intro. Through turn 4. Does 24 have enough? It's going to be a drag race to the line. Welcome back. We're getting ready to go here at Barber. This is the first time the Carvana Wildcard Series is run on this track. Again, it's another track where the NTT IndyCar Series runs. That's really the big major series that runs here. It just underwent a repave. You won't see it on this one, the digital track, but the real track underwent a repave. This is, I believe, a 2.5 or 2.9 mile road course. So these guys will be challenged today. Anyway, the Gel Cup Series has not run this track either. And I guess the perks is if we're going to write a Gel Cup Series schedule, then it's good to have notes on how the Carvana Wildcard did at this track. I would say so. And today could dictate, obviously, could this track be on the Jello Cup schedule, or will we leave it off? But anyway, in the meantime, pace car is off. Mitchell Collins and Anthony Lopez, I believe, in the 00. They will lead us to the green flag through the final few corners here. And now they will lead us onto the front stretch. And the green flag will wave, and we are underway at Barber Motorsports Park. Already, William Brock looking to make a move. He's not going to do it. Mitchell Collins, will he hang on to the lead through this one carousel? You'll see he gets a good run on the outside. And we'll go down the hill, and I think he's got it. So Mitchell Collins will clear for the lead. See, there's a lot of runoffs, which is nice. Look at how low that 12 got in that corner. Comes off it. And they've single filed 1 through 4. Just look at the speeds they are hitting on this road course. It is insane. You don't normally see speeds like this on a road course. And this should make for an interesting race as we come back to the stripe, and Mitchell Collins will lead the opening lap. Not surprising here on a road course. And this track just tough on the balance of the car. For sure, you can see there a little bobble by the 00. Oh. Shoot. I apologize. Oh, you see the 10 just ran off course. He's in the kitty litter. Oh man, the 10's having a bad go of it. Yeah, just look at the high speeds they are running. You don't normally hit. You usually don't stay above 100 on a road course, but you're seeing it today. But what I was saying anyway is Mitchell Collins, he is no stranger to running up front on these road courses. Probably the best road racer in the series right now. And that's going to put his stock up in the Jello Cup Series if he does come back to the Jello Cup Series next season. Because whatever team he's on, when we do run road courses, he's going to be the favorite in all likelihood. Because this is a series where we're running like 11 road courses compared to the Jello Cup, which runs 5, maybe 6 in a normal season. And those 6 road courses, with 3 of them being in the playoffs normally, that puts you in a really good spot. You see there 00 trying to mirror what the 12 is doing. His car's just not handling the same way. And it's Anthony Logan, not Lopez, in the 00, so my apologies for the huge mistake there. Too many Anthonys in this series, anyway. See there, the 12 is just pulling away. Not much of a race up front at the moment. And he's going to pit. Hard on the brakes. Goes to 12. And the 39 will stay out. That's Karen James. She is now your new race leader on lap number 4. You gotta wonder, because she's staying out this extra lap. Yeah, this is something to keep in mind. If she's staying out this extra lap, this should put her at a one-stop strategy. So Karen James could, in all likelihood, win the race on a one-lap strategy, assuming this stays green. I can imagine this track is hard on the tires, being that it's such a high-speed road course, something you don't normally see. Anyway, you see the 39 finally coming to the pit lane. So the 1, the 16, the 88, and the rest of the gang, they will pit. After today, we got 2 road courses left. So after today, we will have Toronto on the schedule, our first street course. And then we'll have Coda, which will determine the road course champion. Question is, will the 12 cycle out to the race lead? And he will. Mitchell Collins, the leader, but the 39 is there. For now. So the 39 benefits from staying out an extra lap and will gain second. Back here, Daryl Manning, Matt Hussey as well. William Brock, a few of the Go-Go homers having a very strong day. But up front, Mitchell Collins is just the class of the field right now. Just look at that gap down the straight. You can tell that 12 is just on a whole new level. Oh man, he won't pit now. But Mitchell Collins. In all likelihood, this might be the lap that he leads that'll give him the most laps led. Which, if he makes the next round of the playoffs, he's gonna have an extra point to his name, which, hey, anything helps. Keep in mind, again, all the playoff points transfer through all 3 rounds, which is a first. Look at it. 3-second advantage here at Barber. Karen James is the definitive second now. And even if Karen James doesn't win, she's had a very consistent, very consistent run through the playoffs so far. She's been top 5, top 10 so far. So she should be solidly in. Mitchell Collins had a few bad races. It set him back. But not really, because obviously the 27 playoff points, that was a nice cushion for them. But I think they feel like now, because Miguel Zapata's won, because Mike Irwin's won, I think they entered this race with a little bit of urgency on that 12, because now they know their lead is, not that significant anymore. So you gotta imagine they're feeling pressure. But then again, I don't know if that 12 team even feels pressure, because they just gone on a tear this season on these road courses, getting 2 wins before the playoffs. We'll see. Does the 12 have enough is going to be the big question, though. I mean, he's clearly got the playoff point. That's going to help him. The 12's not going to pit. I think they know that the 39 is on a one-stop strategy, and they're trying to stretch it at this point. The white flag is out. 1 lap to go for a familiar face up front at the road courses. Well, he has dominated on the road courses this season. It's well documented that this 12 is very strong on these types of tracks. As mentioned, he got 2 wins. He won the regular season championship. I believe he was leading the road course championship entering this race. And after today, there's only 2 road courses left. So even if this man does not win the overall championship, Mitchell Collins is going to set himself up very nicely for that road course championship here today. And he's going to pit. We had a bizarre finish like this earlier in the year. Does he have enough to get back around? Oh no, he's not going to make it. Karen James will advance to the round of 8. Wow. Mitchell Collins tried to stretch his fuel, and it just wasn't enough. But on the bright side, a 3rd place finish, but obviously not the result they were hoping for. An upset here at Barber. Karen James just beat the road course king so far this season, and just added to her playoff point total. Anyway, we should have told you this at the beginning. Stay tuned for a special post-race show. That'll be coming up here on GCN in just 15 seconds. But real quickly, let's show you your results, and we'll be right back in just a moment. Welcome back to the post-race show. You see Karen James, Miguel Zapata, and Mike Irwin will all advance to the playoffs on playoff wins. So they will advance. The downside is the 4 that will not advance. Crystal Saleo will not advance. Even if Mike Irwin hadn't won that race, and they still tied, Mike Irwin would have the tiebreaker to advance. So Crystal Saleo is out. Joshua Saculli is out. Your 2 winless drivers that made the playoffs, unfortunately, will not advance. Brad Stover and Rodney Crouch are the other 2, unfortunately done in the playoffs. As we look on down the list, or real quick actually, so obviously Karen James, Dylan Young, Mitch Collins, Miguel Zapata, Dave James, Rodemar Otts, Andy Thomas, and Mike Irwin are the round of 8 drivers. Now down through the list. Anyway, that is your point standings. Right there, you see the top 30. That battle no longer really heating up, as there's a 51-point deficit to 30th. So the Go Homer's not gaining a whole lot of ground in that area. Anyway, off to the road and street standings, where Mitchell Collins entered the day as the points leader. He expands it, but not by much. It's only a 10-point deficit for Dylan Young to overcome. Then you got Joshua Saculli and Karen James, but Joshua Saculli is really the main one still in it. Karen James is going to have a little work to do. So will Crystal Saleo and Dave James and Dan Hummel. They all got some work to do as we go forward here in the season. We want to thank you for watching. We will see you for race number 19 from Toronto in a 2-race round of 8. Until then, this is Brian James signing off, and we'll see you next weekend, hopefully.